People will gladly max soldier though.
To be
That's
fair,
fine, though.
soldier is always
That's
good.
fine.
Though, like,
No, yeah,
I know
that's
I'm
my
a soldier
second
main, but I mean this in like the casual, like it's very hard to be bad at soldier in casual TF2. Just like how it's
I'm glad a soldier main is admitting this, because it's like one of the things that I feel like I'm gonna get shit for if I ever talk about, like, soldier's like one of the easiest classes in the game.
I feel like there's a difference between the class floor and the class, like the skill floor and the skill ceilings, because like I would say the highest skill ceiling in the game is probably Demo Man. But like with rocket jumping and blast jumping and stuff like that, like
you don't need to do that though.
Yeah, and so like
as a soldier in pubs, you
can waddle around and shoot the floor.
And so like, and that's the thing is like for the skill floor, I would say the easiest class is probably heavy or pyro, just because you can WM1. But like, after that, I mean, I would say it's soldier. I mean, you don't need that. There's no arc that you have to worry about with like the pipes or the stickies, right? You don't have to worry about like having decent movement to not die instantly like you do on Scout. Also, most people's hit scan aim is also really bad when they first started playing TF2. So, which is why again, we're like having a set fired weapon like the flamethrower or the minigun is really good. Sniper is going to be really hard, which is why back in the day I loved Lakeside because everyone sucked at sniper. But like I have seen the argument where people are like, no, soldier isn't. I've seen a lot of people say that soldier has a low skill floor, and I'm like, yeah, that's true. And then there'll be people who argue against them in the comments. I'm like, no, I mean, to be effective, like if you're on steel, right, since that just got updated, if you're on B, you just have to look down and fire rockets when people come in, and you're going to do like 50 damage to them for every shot. So like, it's not difficult. And like, so maxing soldier in Uncle Topia makes a ton of sense. And I would rather have them max soldier than max spy, because spy I would say has a relatively like higher skill floor.
I think that in another, I think right now, it's really popular to complain about sniper, but I think in another 10 years, pubbers are going to hate Demo Man, because I think Demo Man's overpowered and like stock Demo Man. And if you have 3 demos, you kind of have to like run like the short circuit to like push, or have like 3 Ubers.
Yeah, I think the thing is with sniper though is more that I feel like some people argue that sniper is overpowered. I don't know if those people really have insight, but I think it's more that most people are just sniper is annoying to fight.
He's not fun to play against. If he's a really good sniper.
Whereas like I don't know how people, most demo men in pubs in my experience are either the pub lord that like annihilates the entire pub and wins, or they're really bad, or they're demo knight, whichever.
Well, there's always like the demo knights too, but like that's like a whole different thing.
Yeah,
I mean, like it's not fun to play against like. If there's like 3 good demos on the other team who like are using like stickies,
you cannot push. Yeah.
Good luck. Good luck is all. Well, I mean, it depends on the map.
I mean, well, maybe here in 10 years we'll have like 9 solar lights running around in a pub, and that'll just be like the rise of engineer. You know,
demo knight meta.
Yeah, it'll be just demo knights and engineers and pyros.
I think your comparison to like how people feel about sniper is really interesting, because I think that the reason why people don't like sniper anymore is because like we were talking about earlier, like a lot more people are coming over to TF2 from other FPSs. Like it's not like baby's first FPS anymore. Yep. They're just like, I've played a similar game before. I played a little bit of Battlegrounds PUBG or something. Yeah. So the transfer in skill is a little bit more understandable. It's like, oh, I've played a hit scan class before that scopes in from the back. I can do that. But with Demo Man, I think that the climb to that like hatred is going to be difficult, because there is not really anything like him in any other game.
Yeah,
he's very TF2 dependent, like in the way that all of his shit works. So I could see that happening. It's just that people will have to really dedicate their time to playing Demo Man in the same way that people have dedicated their time to playing Sniper. It's just that like I think that it's just harder to get into.
Yeah, you need to play basically TF2 exclusively to actually get to that point, whereas like a very, very good CSGO player could probably play Sniper.
That is one of the reasons, by the way. I know you mentioned, bringing up yet another thing that you talked about in a video previously was like when you were, I think it was in the Battle Engineer video, when you're like, don't use an aim trainer. I was like, thank you, someone said it.
Yeah, it doesn't transfer directly over to TF2 like in the way that you think it will. It might like access some sort of part of your brain where it's just like, okay, I know how my mouse works.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I have never really had any success with it. And that's why I kind of like brushed over it. I didn't want to get too far into it. It's just like I've literally never had any success with aim trainers, and I've never talked to anybody who's good at TF2 and they're like, yeah, I sit on my aim trainer 10 times a day. Like
Yeah.
that just doesn't exist. Like maybe it works for other games, but it doesn't work for TF2.